Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to my channel for our first ever Hot Toys unboxing and review video. Now today we're going to be taking a look at the Avengers Endgame version of Captain America. Now this video has been a long time coming as I pre-ordered this 1/6 scale figure way back in June of 2019. Before we get into it, why don't you hit that subscribe and notification button so you're notified when new content drops on the channel. So finally, let's take a look at the Avengers Endgame Captain America. And on front of the packaging, we have this nice big image of Steve Rogers as Captain America. It might be kind of hard to notice, but he almost has this painted look to him. Right about chest level, we have this really pretty, almost kind of shiny Avengers Endgame logo. And then the Avengers A logo is right here. You can see it kind of drawn out, so that's a really nice touch. And then down at the bottom, we have Captain America MM6536. 1/6 scale collectible figure. Then we have Movie Masterpiece and Hot Toys right here in the bottom right hand corner. Each side of the package is identical, Captain America with the same info, and then we have these really nice kind of gold foil Avengers logo and then the shield. On the back of the box we have a ton of just, you know, promotional information. I'm sure that includes, you know, who made the figure and all that good stuff. Like I said, same on this side. Now I kind of want to see if I can show y'all this. You see how nice and gold that is? It looks really good. On top of the box we have Captain America MM6 again. And then on the bottom, we have this really nice Avengers Endgame. Here's our first look with the outside sleeve removed. You can kind of see what's inside the packaging. And then here on the back, you actually have the cast and crew of the people responsible for the figure. And then a really nice Avengers logo. Real quick before we get into the actual figure review, I just wanted to say that I don't remember exactly how I said it at the beginning of the video, but this is the first Hot Toys review video on the channel. But this is the first Hot Toys figure I've ever purchased. So between that and just the amount of time that it took to get this guy, and then of course how much I liked Endgame, you know, my excitement level to get this figure has been off the charts. And I'm just really happy to bring you guys this video, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope I do a good job reviewing the figure. And yeah, so let's actually take a look at them. Alright, so here's everything accessory wise out of the packaging. Now I just wanted to say, like I just finished saying, this is the first Hot Toys figure I've ever owned, and nobody ever talks about how hard this little thing is to get in right here. But just real quickly, we're going to run through what we have. We have 5 sets of hands. We have the little Peggy compass, 2 interchanging mouthpieces, 1 extra head, 1 extra helmet. This little black piece goes with the shield, Mjolnir. I'm guessing these are wrist pieces, and then the base. But first, I wanted to take a look at Cap's shield. You actually get 2 of these. You get this full one, and then you get this beat up one. These, I don't think they're metal, but you know, they feel nice. They look good. I think my only complaint is this one is dirtier than this one, and I feel like this one should be you know, just a tad bit dirtier. But with this one, you also get the broken pieces that form the rest of the shield. So that's cool. The base has the nice Captain America shield with the Avengers Endgame logo. Now this kind of like, this part right here is kind of textured, and then the actual Avengers logo is very smooth. So that's a nice little cool touch. And then it's got the Captain America. This isn't like a plaque, it's just on the plastic. And then here's one more good view of the base. Hand-wise, we have 2 of these fisted hands. Let's see if I can get this to focus. Zoom in a little bit. I, feel like they're done pretty nice. And this one's identical, just the other side. We have one open hand. Kind of weird saying fingernails. We have this hand, which I'm not really sure what it's for. These all have a use. And then we have this one pointer finger hand where he's pointing at something. So those are done nice. This is really the best shot I've been able to get of the little compass. Just like it looks in the movie, it's got Peggy in it, and it actually does open and close. I know it's hard to see, but you'll just have to take my word for it. Next up, we have the extra cap helmet. Really nice silver A with the little wings. These little side back pieces are textured and just detailed very nicely. The actual helmet itself is solid, whereas the chin strap is, quite soft and movable, so that's a cool feature. Next up, we have Mjolnir. Now, if I'm being honest with this part, I was kind of expecting a little more. I thought it would be a little bit more heavy. It's, I know it's a little piece, but I was expecting a little bit more, weight to it. It feels kind of soft, but it is detailed very nicely. Let's see if I get, you can see how it's kind of like that speckled silver, and then I'll never be able to get a good focus on this, but those look very good, especially for how small they are. And then the handle, nice and silver, nice and brown on the parts that's supposed to be brown. And then the little strap, kind of like the straps on the helmet, is, it's leather. It's kind of what it's supposed to be. So overall, good job on Mjolnir. Wish it could be a little bit heavier, but it'll look really good in his hand. Next up, we have the two lower mouthpieces. I like to say the one on the left looks really pissed off, and the one on the right just looks, a little agitated or annoyed. Every time I see one of these, I'm just really impressed on how realistic and real they look. The skin color and just kind of the blemishes in the skin, and then especially the teeth, with how shiny and white and pearly the teeth look. They just look so realistic, and it's just like incredible what Hot Toys can do with these figures. And lastly, we have the extra head sculpt. And one of the issues I've always had with the Hot Toys, Chris Evans, Steve Rogers, Captain America figures is that I never thought they looked that much like Chris Evans. And they did a great job. I mean, just look at that angle right there. That looks exactly like Chris Evans out of Endgame. Look at the shine in the eyes, the shine in the hair. He had like that brownish, blondish hair in this movie, and you can see that throughout the figure. Or the head sculpt, I should say. Just all the way around, he looks just excellent. I wish I could paint this good. Now here we have our first look at the figure, and just a couple of quick thoughts right off the bat. The first being that shield. There is nothing easy about putting that shield on. You have to connect it to a hand, and then you have to get the forearm through the loop, and then you have to get the little strap to not come off, and then you have to actually get the extra hand back on the wrist, which doesn't seem to be an issue if you're just trying to switch the hands, but for some reason, when you're trying to do it while he's holding the shield, I just, had very little luck. I finally was able to do it, but I'm kind of afraid to like switch it now. Now let's zoom in on the figure a little bit and kind of get a better look at some things, starting off with the head. Now the helmet's the same one that we saw earlier. Really nice detail all around, just like the other one. The head sculpt itself, like I said earlier, it's a lot better than what it used to be, but from different angles, it looks better than other angles. This one, for example, looks really, really good. Whereas if you're just looking at the head from straight on, a little off, but this angle, very good. Now we move down from his head a little bit down to his chest. You see the star emblem, really nice shiny gold. You see the little blue scales, and one thing I really like that they added are these little gray pieces, like little paint applications. And if you look down a little bit that toward the midsection, I absolutely love how detailed the white is. It's just kind of dirty and grimy, and they did an excellent job with that. Here's another angle of the chest and midsection, but here we're focusing on the shoulder. You can see the Avengers logo, and there's really nice fabricing and detail all the way down to the hands. And then on the other shoulder, we also have that same Avengers logo. And then you can kind of see my shoddy work on getting that hand attached, and you can kind of see where it kind of broke off right there. Not very good on my part. Moving down a tad bit further on the belt. Now the belt does kind of move. It's not a like a static piece. You can move it, and you can actually detach it too, but the instructions say it's not made to detach, which is kind of weird because it does detach, but I guess it's more of them just saying don't do it. Moving down the legs, kind of just like the arms, they look really good. Here you have the two knee pads, which are like this rubbery material, so they are different from the actual fabric. And then you can really see all the individual stitching, and I think that's what sets Hot Toys apart, is that like this part and that part aren't the same, and they're just different paint applications. It's like actual different pieces. And we keep on moving down to the little, what would you call this, like shin guards, I guess. They're not real buckles, but they do look very good. And then the Cap combat boots, which, let's see if I can find them on the camera. And as you can see, the detail continues all the way down to the bottom, and they do have real nice, soles at the bottom. Taking a look at the back of the figure, you can kind of see right here, which is pretty cool, that the added little neck piece has like a little patch of hair. I should have done a better job showing this on the front side, but these are his own little buckles that, they do move. As you can see there. Right about there, you can see the part where the belt comes off. Yeah, America's lack of ass kind of looks like, and then down to the calves and the back of those same boots. Now we have a very pissed off Cap because I changed his head. That's, it's a little tricky but easy at the same time. It's just a little magnetic part right in the middle, and you just kind of pop it out and pop it back in. But what makes it a little tricky is you have to fit it underneath these two pieces. So, you just kind of wiggle it around, and it eventually goes in, and looks good. The head does go up and down, side to side. I like having my figures kind of, with their head off to the side. I think it just adds to like a little bit of a, I don't know, it just looks better than having them staring straight ahead, in my opinion, anyway. Alright guys, well that's gonna about do it for this unboxing and review of the Avengers Endgame Captain America. As you can see, I have him in the, I guess you call it the Mjolnir pose. It's probably the pose I'm gonna keep him in on the shelf. It's one of my favorite scenes of the movie, and I just really like how it looks. So here's kind of a full body shot of how he looks. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. This was the first, as I've said 100 times, it's the first Hot Toys review I've done on the channel. It's not gonna be the last, but with how expensive this dude is, it ain't gonna be a regular occurrence. But I hope I did a good job reviewing it. There was a couple things that I wanted to show y'all that, just for differing reasons. Like the extra head, I couldn't figure out how to get the neck off, and I don't want to break it, so might fool around with that. And then, you know, the shield, as I said earlier, is just super difficult. But you know, I think I showed most of it, and I think I did a pretty good job. So let me know how I did down in the comments. I'm curious. And again, just hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have not hit that subscribe button, right now is a great time to do it. Make sure to hit the notification bell as well, so you don't miss future videos just like this one. And hope to see you guys back for the next one. Bye.